You learned to stand on your own before you learned you were allowed to lean. You remember the moment help felt unreliable, not dramatic, just quietly absent. So you got small and competent at the same time. You learned how to read a room before you learned how to rest inside it. You learned how not to need. And now something inside you still believes that depending means disappearing. What happens to a child who had to grow up before anyone was watching?
You became the reliable one because chaos had rules if you memorized them fast enough. You listened harder than you spoke. You noticed tone shifts, footsteps, silences. Your nervous system learned to stay upright even when you were exhausted. Needing felt dangerous, so you trained yourself to be low maintenance, emotionally efficient, easy to leave. You weren't cold, you were prepared, and preparation looked like independence.
You learned that being capable kept you safer than being comforted. So you outgrew your needs before they could ask to be held. Grief learned to whisper instead of cry. Loneliness learned how to sound like productivity. You told yourself this was strength, but strength built too early hardens. It forgets how to soften without collapsing.
As you grew, independence followed you like a badge and a bruise. People praised how strong you were. They didn't see the cost, how asking felt like failure, how rest felt undeserved, how closeness triggered an instinct to self-manage. You weren't broken. You adapted to an environment that required less mess and more mastery.
There is a younger part of you that never wanted to be this strong. That part learned independence because it had to, not because it chose to. It still waits quietly for permission to rest without disappearing, to be held without earning it. Your independence was never a flaw. It was a brilliant adaptation. And now the question isn't how strong you are, it's whether you are finally safe enough to let that strength soften.